because it's on the service track. It's not on the main track 1 or track 2. It's on the service track, track 3. It is a main, but it's they call it the service track. They don't usually use it. Out of several thousand trains, I've now only seen it maybe about 6 or 7 times, and almost all of them have been in the last week. So maybe they're just starting to use all 3 tracks now, I guess. Looks like it. Maybe they've opened up track 3 for being regular use now. It seems like it for the last week, so that's all right. It's all right. It's going to be difficult to know when they're coming though, because there'll be no light. There's only a light down there that I know of for track 1 and track 2. Not for track 3. So that might be tough, but that's what the radio is. Alright. I haven't gotten any indication on what this is, being able to tell firsthand. I do have a buddy coming today. I'm meeting here. He's coming on the Via. He actually works for CN on the CN trains. But he's coming here just to do some rail fanning, and tomorrow we are going to Chatham to catch, well not to catch, but to film the Christmas train. Smash Mouth is actually playing live on the train, or on the side of the train, I guess. One of the cars opened down and it's a stage, so Smash Mouth will probably play 2 or 3 songs and then they'll be on their way to the next location. I've seen the train the last couple of years, and generally it's well, there's usually 2 artists that play. They play 4 or 5 songs total. They'll usually play a Christmas song and one of their hits. I'm hoping they play what was that song, Walking on the Sun? Might as well be walking on the sun. Yeah, that was Smash Mouth. I think that's the song. And then they'll probably play a Christmas song. I'm going to shift up just to see if I can get, because 3rd track is always a little harder to keep in focus with the black cars. And this camera is, even though it's a $2,000 video camera, and the upgrade to my old one, same type, both Canon, but I used to have a G20, now I have a G70, 15 years newer. It's supposed to be all better in every way, but I find that the old one did better for night. I have no clue what this train is. Hopefully I'll hear them say it on the radio as they're doing something in the yard or something, or if they're going to leave the yard and head eastbound, then I might know. If I do find out, it will be in the title. Alright, I can see the tail end already. Wow, I've had this camera about 6 months, and I don't know how that is, but for the time, it doesn't give you the time for each video, it gives you the time for overall. Oh, I think I've done 19 hours, 36 minutes, 24 seconds I've recorded with this camera so far. Oh, I thought that was the end of it here, but no. It's either the 384 or the 492. More than likely, the 492. empty truck frames. Empties coming back, full ones go over. A lot of empty truck frames. Oh yeah, last time out I finally got a full character art graffiti. Was nice. Like I've said many times, we used to get them, they used to average at least one a train. Now then it went to, I think back in the last winter or early spring was when they were just all disappeared, and I was counting the trains to see how many trains I could go without getting one, and I went 21 or 22 trains in a row without, and I was shocked. And then I got one, and well, that was the last one. So it probably went well over 100, 150 after that. And then now probably 2 without. I'm kind of starting over, but I'm not counting anymore. They're just so rare now. Like I've criticized before, they leave all the old scribbles and signatures and some good stuff and like tags and stuff like that, but it's not my big liking. I like the big character art cartoon stuff. Full car, at least half car. And those have all disappeared. They've painted over them all. It bites, but it is what it is. Like I've said, I got into trains for 2 things. The big character art and all the variety of engines and the foreign powers and stuff like that, and that's gone too. That disappeared over the last year or 2. We used to get a foreign power and something about 1 out of 3 or 4 trains, maybe 5 or 6 we would go. Sometimes we'd get multiples in one day, but now that's just as rare. I think I've only seen 1 since last winter. So yeah, they're just as rare. I think it was more in the lines of when they started switching all the locos to AC. Now they don't need as many locomotives. We used to get a lot of 3 and 4s and 2s, 3s and 4s. Now they're just basically all 2 locomotives. So I guess there's just not as much need for the borrowing or for extra help, I guess, or whatever. They're just not as neat anymore, because I think 2 locos do the power, 2 ACs I think do the power of like 3 or 4 or so of the old DCs. All technology. I don't know if they still make locomotives. When's the last time that CN has gotten brand new locomotives? Does anybody know? Let me know, leave a comment. If you know, I could ask my CN buddy here, but I don't really think he would know. But if you do know, all you experts out there that know all the history and all the models and makes and stuff, when was the last CN locomotive manufactured? I don't mean redone. I mean new loco. But okay, well that's it for train 1 for today. Shift back. old city rail. At least it's something a little bit different color. Still a CN train, or still a CN locomotive, just not been painted to CN. There's 100 or 2 of them, I think. I'm going to shift back just a little bit, since this camera has a harder time with the focus sometimes. At night. Unlike the older model of this camera, it did really good. This one, not quite as good. Should have been, no, should be though, for $2 grand. But the stabilizing is pretty good on it. Maybe even a little bit better than the old one that I had, 14 years old. It was still a good camera. Still is, it's just the buttons get a little sticky on it. It's had a lot of use. Recorded over 20,000 to 25,000 videos, so some really short, some long. Cannot tell what train this is yet. Okay. Well, the last one that came over this way was 492, so I wasn't sure if I had missed the 491 going over prior, but nope. This is it. Tell by all these truck frames coming up here. Like it used to be a half decent sized character right there. So quarter car. Alrighty. Big character art. There we go. Not super big, but that's big. I'm going to count that. That'll be two outings in a row after a couple hundred trains without a big character art. And we've got 2 out of like the last 5 trains. Very nice. Count that. That was big. Basically full car, but my 3rd train today. I know there's 2 more that are waiting to go over from Canada. They're waiting on this one. He had his light to come over and they gave him the go ahead, but usually that'd be about 6 minutes till he pops up here the hill, but it took him about a half an hour. Not sure why, but oh well. It is what it is. Pretty long train. Oh, thought I saw the end of it there, but nope. Okay, there comes the end, I believe. Oh, or not. It's hard to see down there. It's a big train though. There's the end. Okay. Definite. About 5 or 6 cars. Oh, looks like we're going to end up with some wheels. regular standard 2CN. Detector. Red light down there from the track light. There's the headlight. That might be the other train that's waiting to come as well in probably 5-10 minutes. Oh, probably 15, 6, 5, 6 minutes to get through the tunnel to this guy. So. Alrighty. Alright, hey Railfanners, we're coming up here to the end of the station, but we got the VIA 87 coming into the VIA station here. Try to get up and get out of this glare. We are lit for a freight train too, so hopefully he holds off and this train doesn't piss around for 10-15 minutes and just gets back into its spot and we'll be good. Alright.